We're a five-piece band from Sofia, made of people who have been knowing each other for a very long time. Like, for instance, the drummer and I have been playing together since the year 2000, like over five different bands. And then in the end, we came to the idea to do something, new and different. So we invited people that we knew are not only good as musicians and inventive, but also very nice people, because we needed this desperately, to be in a band with nice people. So that's how we came to be in 2014, and ever since then we've been trying to, I don't know, make, let's say, pop rock music, which is a little bit more complex, maybe. I don't know, like trying to avoid cliches and stuff. I don't know. That's what we normally put, because we are indie, as most of the bands in Bulgaria. We're independent, and which means that we do everything ourselves, and we finance and publish everything ourselves. And art rock, because, yeah, maybe because it's not pure pop rock. Speaking people, it might sound as though we're trying to stop some schizophrenic person, but that's not what we mean. Like the meaning that we put in the word schizo is this is more connected to a type of behavior among people that you're supposed to know well, and they're supposed to know you well, and then act in a very different way between meeting them. It was actually, it's something that came from Misho, our drummer. It was just like a genuine, call for mercy, like, just stop the schizo, people, stop the schizo. Because somebody who was like ignoring him for a very long time, all of a sudden met him and said, "Oh, where have you been? Why didn't you call me for such a long time?" And the last time he just wouldn't, pay any attention to him whatsoever. So that's this type of discrepancy in people's behavior uh, that we are addressing with our name. And our synthesizer sounds and usage with time. And, to those who have listened to our stuff, our first EP from 2016 has no synths at all, but then we added, like, for all of the following songs, we added synths because we needed, we wanted to have a bit more complex sound that would allow us to be something more than just a guitar rock band, which is very boring nowadays, I think. And so, yeah, ever since we made that addition with Vada Butler from synths, we've been expanding the usage of synths constantly, all the time.
Mm.
It's not nearly as not nearly enough dancing people in our concerts still, which is something that I hope will change over time, because I really want our music. I know it's dance, audiences of club bands or whatever are maybe timid in a way. They don't allow themselves to really, explode, knock
Mm.
themselves out. So I don't know why this is, but it is. We were the first band in a lineup of four bands, so you know how it is. It's not, very few people had arrived that early on in the
Okay.
concert in order to catch our performance, but it was definitely the largest venue that we've played. I don't know about the crowd, because I'm not sure how many people were there to watch us. And they were coming, more and more people were entering as we were playing, but in the end, I don't know how many they were, but still, it was an exceptional experience for us. The hall that we were in is really huge, like an 8,000 people hall. we have as a group very different influences, all of us. Like Anton, the other guitarist, for instance, is somebody who is very much coming from a post-rock type of expression, you know. Um, like Mishu and Vlado, the bassists, they have their roots in metal, you know, but not only, you know, also expanding into funk and other stuff, and electronic music as well. And me, I'm listening to so many things, especially over the course of my life. It's been, you know, moving from one to the next, and influences have been changing the whole time. But let's say that over the recent years, I'm actually listening to a lot of electronic music in the recent years, but also from the pop rock scene. There, like a band like Everything is a band that I admire very much, and maybe they're an influence on me. But also is M83, let's say, you know. And I mean, this summer didn't feel like a different summer, not at all. Last summer was something else because it was very fresh, you know, the whole fright and panic and whatever and chaos that ensued with spreading of the virus. But then last September, for instance, we went out, we played a festival, which was probably the first music event since, you know, the lockdown, and it was really well visited. You know, it's full of people. And this year it felt a little bit more casual, but it were nonetheless, it were great events that we took part of. And we have a few new songs that we're working on. We'll see. We want to finish them and then definitely record them, but we don't really know yet the form under which we're going to release them. Will it be, you know, a series of singles or an EP or both, you know? But anyway, probably not a full-length album, because this takes a lot of time that we, as people who are doing this as a side thing, cannot really afford. So the last one from 2018, which is called Extended Glorious Splendor, was produced entirely by us, because on the first one we used a mixer from a mixing engineer from the United States, and on this one we did everything ourselves. It's mostly Anton, the other guitarist, who works on the sound, and we're really fine-tuning it, taking as long as we need, and always trying to, you know, improve on the previous release. And I think we achieved this even more with our last single, which is Dragoman. And hopefully this will continue. But we also, you know, want to evolve our sound the whole time. So let's see what the next one will be. It was just, you know, nothing interesting about the story. I was talking about that down with a friend of mine who's actually also the director of the music video, and who has, like, his grandmother lives there near the city, and it's not a city, near the town. So we were talking about it for some reason, and then I caught myself singing the chorus, the refrain, under the shower, and then the song just appeared, you know. And at the beginning, I was wondering if I should eventually change the title, because, you know, what would Dragoman mean to anybody who is not a Bulgarian? But then we loved how it sounded so much, and then I managed to, you know, I have my own inner logic of what it means within the song and the lyrics. So we decided to stay with it. The thing is that it became the song that it attracted many new, let's say, listeners, maybe not, but people who have heard of us, because it's so, like, to the Bulgarian ear, it sounds so strange. You know, there's a song in English on the radio that is singing about Dragoman in the chorus, And people, I've been asked, people think that it's not Dragoman, it's something else that we're saying, maybe Dragon Man or whatever, because they're trying to find, some explanation or logic. And when we say no, it's Dragoman, it's town, you know. And they're like, "Oh shit! I told you. You see, I told you so." They're obviously being arguing about it, but yeah, that's very funny actually. And yeah, it was number one on a couple of rock charts, on the leading rock radios here for a few months, for a few weeks. So that was also cool. Hopefully, but me myself, it's our drummer Michael who mostly deals with our, let's say, booking arrangements, etc. But if there's any opportunity for us to come and play Germany, it'd be really great for us. I would enjoy it throughout, but I don't know, at the moment.